Hi, welcome back to Life Hopes Homes Real Estate. I'm Heather Smith, the broker and lead agent here in Northern Utah. Obviously, you're still thinking about selling your home. That's great news. In the previous video, we talked about the 4 phases for selling your home and some of the steps for each one. This video is the first step on selling your home, and it's dealing with hiring a realtor and your expectations. So let's get started. Now, many times people have thought, and you probably thought this yourself, why should I spend all that money on a realtor? Can't I just put it on KSL.com or Craigslist or Zillow and just get it done? You might, or you might not. But there is a lot of work that goes into selling a home and a lot of risk. Having a professional real estate deals with both of those. And what I've done is I've compiled a list of 9 reasons and expectations you should have of your realtor. Now, of course, I hope you're going to choose me. Irregardless, these things are good to know as you make your next decision. So let's take a look at them. First is education and experience. You know, you don't need to know everything about buying and selling a home if you hire a professional who does. Henry Ford once said, if you hire someone smarter than you are, it proves that you are smarter than they are. It makes sense. So, looking at that, think about the knowledge and experience a great realtor brings to you. They know where to find the industry buzz about your neighborhood and about your area. They're able to look at different resources to see what homes lately in that area have successfully found buyers. Those homes may be under contract or they may already be sold. And just as important is the fact that they can also show you the homes that failed at this, that didn't find a buyer and are either still for sale on the market or their sellers gave up. These are important things to know as you make your decisions on what to do next. Number 2 is spam and safety. You know, agents help take the spam out of this whole process, whether it's showing properties or the interactions with people, and they add a few layers of safety. Now, one thing your agent will do instead of you is get all the texts and phone calls that happen during this process. You're getting them for showings, you're getting them for offers, you're getting them from various people. How do you discern which ones are looky-loos, which ones are ready, willing, and able buyers, and which ones are creeps that are actually casing your house and thinking about doing you harm? Think about it. If you do this on your own, you're putting your phone number, your email, your address, and your name out to the public, inviting everyone to come to your house, and that you will show them around there. Do you really want to deal with all of that? Now, I also mentioned, how do you discern which ones are ready, willing, and able, which aren't? As realtors, we're meeting with these people, we see their ID, and we're getting them pre-qualified with a lender. So there's a lot of interaction there. And that tends to discourage the evildoers, which is a good thing. It's a good part of our job. Now, number 3 is price guidance. Contrary to what some people think, realtors don't set the value of a home, and we don't select the price. As your agent, I give you the information that we discussed a minute ago about what the market is saying about the homes in your area. Are they selling quickly? Are they in high demand? How much of value are they selling for? Is it 101% or is it 90%? What is it selling for? And what is failing to sell? Now, you choose how aggressive you want to be or not with your pricing strategy and with your timeline. It's based on that information. And if it's taking longer than you want to sell, it's good to have updated information on that to deal with what's shifting in your hyper-local market there and be able to tackle it and get the most money the market will bear for your home. Number 4, professional connections. You know, real estate agents are constantly working with and watching for other businesses that we use often in our work, like roofers, plumbers, electricians, as well as the lenders and title and such. We're looking for quality. How well did they do their job? Timeliness, how quickly can they get to you, and competitive pricing. We don't want you to spend more money than you have to on this. So we're always looking at that, and we have connections with other agents. So if there's something needed that we haven't had to find yet, we have other people we can talk with and find someone quickly. So great things. Now this comes into a lot of help and a lot of assistance for you, especially if we have to have some repairs done. Because usually you only have a week to get them done, maybe 2. Well, do you have the connections or the amount of numbers of people who can do that for you? Of course, you can always go on Google and read reviews and choose one. That's fine too. Number 5 is one of the most important ones: negotiation and confidentiality. You know, top producing agents, top sellers who take care of their clients the best, always negotiate well, because unlike buyers and sellers, we're able to remove ourselves emotionally from the transaction and really find the facts and get down to the bare bones of what's going on. We have extra training in this skill that helps us to present our client's case in the best light and keep your information confidential from competing interests. We typically also can offer some creative varieties or suggestions to deal with different situations that someone who doesn't sell 2, 3, 4, 5 homes a month doesn't know exist. That can save you heartache, time, and money. Good stuff. Number 6 is handling volumes of paperwork. Did that word volumes give you the shudders? You know, in today's transactions, in selling a home today or buying a home, the contract itself can start with 12 pages. Then you add on the federal and state disclosures, MLS paperwork, addendums, lender addendums, things like that. You can have a big stack of legal jargon and documents that it's just mind-blowing to keep track of what was the latest thing talked about. So we can take care of that. Now, one thing to remember is that one tiny mistake, one omission could land you in court or cost you thousands of dollars. And besides paperwork, there's people work. Now, just like paperwork, where there's a dozen, 2 dozen pages to a smooth transaction, when it comes to people work, you're dealing with the title company for each side, a lender, an underwriter, an appraiser, a home inspector. If there are repairs, you have the repairman. You have everybody's assistant. And then you also have the buyer and seller. So easily 10 to 15 people that we need to keep coordinated. It gets kind of interesting at times, almost like herding cats. Number 7, answering questions after closing. Now, this may not sound like a big deal, but even the smoothest, sweetest transaction, sweetest sale of the property, everything goes well, something can come up afterwards. For example, say we sell your home this spring or summer. Everything goes well, everyone gets moved, all is good. October, the new owners go to turn on the furnace and it blows up. Who are they immediately going to blame and run to? You. Do you know what your responsibility actually is in that situation? Well, it all depends on how things were written up and what you put in the disclosures. So it's good to have someone knowledgeable who has your back. Number 8, finding the best buyer. Not just any buyer. We want the best buyer for the property. Now, this should be obvious, but it's actually what differentiates many agents from others. Take a look when you're meeting with your agent, whether it's me or someone else, and look at what their marketing plan is. Are they offering you a menu to choose from, or do they have a full strategy that they can cater and customize to find the perfect buyers for your home? It's very important to consider that. Now, just another word on that. One of the things we'll do when we meet is I'll be asking you, what attracted you to this home in the first place? Why did you buy it? What do you love about the area or hate about it? These are the things that will help us discern who that best buyer is. And then we'll be able to adjust marketing, whether it's the descriptions or the websites or photos, whatever it is, to attract those. Because you understand, marketing a penthouse condo in downtown Salt Lake is very different from finding the right buyer for a Hooper horse property. The last one is motivation in the future. You know, as an agent, our success and our future depends totally on you being more than satisfied, on you being a raving fan, thrilled to pieces, and so glad you chose me. That's what it depends on. It depends on you being able to tell everyone for years, I'm the pro that they should go with. So that's motivation, to make sure you're being well taken care of, to make sure I'm answering my phone, to make sure I'm going the extra mile for you. All right, so there are the 9 different expectations and reasons to look at using a realtor. So now what? All right, it's time to get down to business and prepare to sell. We need to meet together, or you need to make some arrangements to meet with an agent. And this meeting should be all about you, answering those questions I just mentioned, finding out more about your plans, your timeline, how aggressive or how much time do you have, what's most important to you. Be sure to watch the next videos. They're going to help you as this moves along, especially if you're buying and selling at the same time. That gets pretty tricky and pretty exciting. You have to have a good strategy in place to make sure things go very smoothly and no money is lost. That's actually video number 2, step 2. Step 3 is talking about decluttering, deep cleaning, and staging the house. Now, that doesn't mean we go and buy all new furniture and repaint and remodel, or it could. This is looking at what can you do, what do you want to do, what do you have time to do, what do you have money to do. And then the next one I particularly want you to listen to or read through. It's about doing a home inspection before the home goes on the market. Why should you do one? Why shouldn't you do one? So, Thank you so much for watching this video. It's a little longer, a little over 15 minutes. The transcript for it is also found at my website at LifeHopesHomes.com. And if you're ready to get things started, ready to have some discussions, my phone number is 801-589-9688. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.